Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And in this video I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be going over the history of the AFL jumpers on this website called footyjumpers.com. They've got a bunch of footy jumpers from basically all the years, so I'm going to be going over them, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of a ranking to see which team's footy jumper from which year I think is the best. Home and away jumpers as well are included. So let's just start. I'm going to go on VFL/AFL club jumpers. I'm going to start off with Adelaide, and I'm just going to go over each of the club's jumpers. So I'm going to go with the home jumpers and then away. So let's have a look at the home jumpers for Adelaide. So as you can see, it's not much of a difference over the years. The only real difference are these little sides on the hoops, but honestly not much of a difference in the Adelaide home jumpers. So let's have a look at the Adelaide aways. So, alright, so there's a lot of different Adelaide away jumpers, as you can see. I quite like the white one with the 3 stripes. The gold one isn't bad either, actually. There are the claws. This is a new one for 2020. A stand as one logo. So not bad, not bad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, not bad. I reckon my favourite one of all these would have to be the 2008 or 2009 away jumper for Adelaide. 2006 looks alright, but yeah, I reckon that's my favourite away jumper for the Crows. Brisbane, shall we? And let's have a look at the home jumpers. So as you can see, not much of a difference, just the line has been changed from 2010 to 2014. So standard Brisbane jumper. So let's have a look at the aways and see if there's any difference. So this is actually kind of weird. So the lines on the front and the back, it's joined. The Fitzroy Old Heritage jumper. I reckon my favourite of them all is the new recent one with the gold clash jumper. I reckon that looks the coolest. That one's alright. It's a bit hard to actually see. Then you got the line on the white, pretty cool. But I reckon my favourite out of those is the new one. But I reckon these two actually do look pretty cool. So now let's go to Carlton. Look through the home Guernseys, and not much to see for the Carlton, just quite standard. The C on the front changed in 2015. It was also different here as well. But yeah, they reverted back to the old 1997 one in 2015. So pretty stock standard, boring jumper. The Carlton home jumper, not much to see there. And as you can see, there's not much to see there. The only variants are that it was grey in this year, and it was sky blue, which it looks cool, but for an AFL jumper, I'm not too sure. So I reckon probably the 2016 one is my favourite away jumper for Carlton. So let's go to the Pies now, and we'll go through the home jumpers quickly. So as you can see, there was very different back then. Look at the numbers. Look how weird the numbers were. There was a lace-up version, the 1924 to 27. Look at the stripes. They were like St Kilda stripes. They reverted it to black on white stripes on black in 2001, and since then, not much has changed for the home jumpers. But when we have a look at the aways, let's have a look at what's changed. Honestly, not much. Collingwood jumpers are pretty stock standard. The only real difference is 2020, they're going to have a bit thicker stripes for the 20-year anniversary, but not much different for the Collingwood away, so I can't really judge it too much on that. Alright, let's go on Essendon, and we'll go to home jumpers, and we'll have a look at the differences. So look at that. Essendon's away jumpers, look how thin the stripes were. They were twice as thin as they are now. But yeah, as you can see, not much of a difference. Just the formation of the stripes are a little bit different. But other than that, I don't see too much differences in the Essendon Guernsey. It's been pretty much identical for the whole since basically they started the AFL. But as you can see, the away jumpers, actually, there are a fair bit of variants that they've had over the years. This one I do like, actually. The wide sash, it looks more like it's more red. Basically, the jumper's more red than it is black. And then they went with a grey heritage jumper, which, I mean, the idea was good, but I don't know if grey really fits well with Essendon. But yeah, this one actually, I reckon the new Essendon away jumper is probably my favourite. Just looks really cool. That and the first one, but this, not that good, in my opinion. So let's go with Footscray, Western Bulldogs. Home jumpers. So, this one caught my attention, the 1935 one, because look at this. The reason is the jumpers were destroyed when dry cleaned at the end of the season. So nowadays they obviously have many jumpers for all the players, but back then they only had probably one design and one set of jumpers, so they had to wear this, which let's face it, what the hell is that? But 1944 to 45, the blue was changed to navy, and then they reverted to the from 1970 to the red and blue with a white band, and then they had the Bulldog, but then they got rid of that and went back to the old style, and that's what they're that's what the jumper is now. So let's go to the away jumpers. This, well, looks pretty weird actually. But yeah, stock standard since. I like this one actually, the Bulldog. The red looks cool as well, but I reckon the Bulldog is my favourite away jumper that the Bulldogs ever had. Which, yeah, it's a cool jumper in my opinion. Alright, Freo Dockers. So, the first jumper, look at that. Look at the anchor. The anchor was like almost straight, but yeah, they made the anchor better over the years. 28-11 was a massive change for the Freo Dockers. These chevrons, which I don't like as much as the original one, I reckon, but I'm not sure why they changed it. Probably more of a slick look, but I like the old one better. And as you can see, the away jumpers, there are a lot of variants here. This one hits me hard. I mean, I'm guessing they're looking for a 3D design. Looks terrible on design. I mean, it's kind of cool. These ones look kind of cool as well. The white on purple and white, these ones are all pretty plain. They're just the inverses. So I'm going to go with the 2001 to 2003. This is my favourite Fremantle away jumper that they've ever had, in my opinion. Alright, let's move down to Geelong. We're almost at halfway. And we'll go to the home jumpers. Don't reckon there'll be much of a design. They had red numbers in 1912. That's a bit weird. Lace-ups. This is kind of a bit original. They had circular stripes at the top, but when you move down, you can clearly see there's not much of differences in the Geelong jumpers, except for maybe the collar and the backs of their jumpers. So not much of a difference, as you can see. And I've noticed that Geelong barely ever have away jumpers because of their usual white design. So as you can see, their last away jumper was the inverse of the normal jumper. But yeah, kind of cool. Which one was my favourite? Probably 2008. I reckon that's just looks really cool with the club, the logo on the front. This one, yeah, it does look like Carlton. And that one, I don't know what the hell that was. Looks like Carlton. Imagine playing against Carlton with that jumper. So let's go to Gold Coast. Wouldn't be many changes with the Gold Coast. And yeah, the only change is the smaller Gold Coast logo and the yellow numbers. And from the away jumpers, yeah, actually looks kind of cool. The blue, I reckon, looks pretty cool in my opinion. Might be my favourite. This is also really cool. The clash jumper with like the waves like of the Gold Coast beach. So that, yeah, probably my favourite, that one actually. For the Giants, also wouldn't be too many changes. And yeah, as you can see, basically the exact same since its inaugural started in 2012. But when we look at the away jumpers, as you can see, the G moved from green to orange. And yeah, I mean, I reckon my favourite, probably the new one, the one current. It's just the most slick and it looks probably the best out of them all. So, alright, let's go to Hawthorn now. We're going home jumpers. And, ooh, they used to implement a V didn't actually know that one. So 1950 they first changed their jumper to what we know today, which is the stripes. And as you can see, they got rid of a few stripes, and now there are just 3 brown stripes, and the backs are golden. So yeah, the Hawthorn jumper. When we look at the aways, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of different variants. Don't know what the hell that was. It looks like a cartoon in 1998. Do like these two actually, with the hawk. The brown, the gold stripes on brown look kind of basic. This one, I have no idea what the hell that was supposed to be. And the white clash. So I'm probably going to go with my favourite away jumper is the 2008 to 2011 one. I reckon that looks the best for the Hawks. So the classic in 1930, as you can see, just one of the most basic designs. Like, look, this is a colour basically with a red. I don't know what that is, and that's just a stripe. But moving down, as you can see, when you go down, the Melbourne jumper hasn't changed since 1975, when actually I reckon that's my favourite of them all. The royal blue looks awesome actually. In the aways, pretty different. Actually, this is what I'm talking about. This used to be a home jumper, the royal blue one, but I reckon my favourite is either the 2017 one with the Melbourne logo on it, or one of the olden D logos. Like this one was actually pretty cool. 2004 actually looks pretty cool. So either those two are my favourite away jumpers that Melbourne have had. North Melbourne, let's have a look at what they've had over the years. So yeah, they had a V, but then ever since then they've changed it to white on blue stripes, and the only difference is recently in 2017 where they changed it to blue on white. When we go to the away jumpers for the Kangaroos, these are actually awesome, these away jumpers, and I'm pretty sure they're back. So they've returned to the normal jumper, but now they're going back to the inverse of the home. So basically what they had as their home jumper previously. So what do they have? They had a V, they had look at that, they had an Argentina stripes. So I don't know what they were trying to promote, were Argentina in the World Cup final in 2010. I don't know why, but regardless, these look pretty cool as well. But yeah, I don't know, I'll probably say that classic Roo bouncing is my favourite away jumper from the Kangaroos. For the Power, the home jumpers, I reckon, just like Fremantle, I reckon the original jumpers were better, but when they changed it to these Vs, they still look cool, but yeah, I still reckon these original jumpers are definitely cooler. More of a colour scheme, just looks better. And here, let's have a look at what a lot of different variants of the Port away jumper. This one, I don't know about too much what I would say about that one. It looks kind of weird. This looks like it's made on Microsoft Paint. This jumper looks like a kid would make it for his I don't know what to say about these Port jumps. They definitely look cool. Not sure if they are cool. This new 2021 looks decent. So yeah, they had white. They had the inverse, so they had the white with the black and the teal as the stripes, but that looks cool, the grey one. But honestly, I don't mind this one. It looks decent. These two, they look decent as away jumpers. So now let's go to Richmond. They look like Hawthorn Guernseys back then, so it would have been a good thing they changed it to the stripes, and hasn't been much since. Richmond Guernseys, just a few changes in the stripes, but yeah, not much changes. They had yellow text in early 2000s. And let's have a look at what they had for away jumpers. So yeah, they didn't have too many away jumpers. The first away jumper they really had were the yellow on black, or the black on yellow design. Definitely looks awesome. I reckon it's better than the home jumper. But yeah, they wore that for the 2017 Premiership year. But yeah, awesome jumper. For the Saints, let's have a look at what they've had over the years for the home jumpers. They had gold or they had yellow instead of white during the war. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. But yeah, other than the gold, they haven't had too much differences. They had the white sleeves during the 50s. And yeah, it's been basically the same. So yeah, in 1997 they did change the home jumper, which was actually because of the pre-season jumper, which was really popular, and I can see why. It's very cool, and that might be my favourite, but you can't really go past the classic red, white and black. So let's go to the aways. This one's interesting, the yellow Guernsey. Very interesting there. They went back to the normal one, they went back to the yellow one. I quite like this one, the kind of a heritage jumper. This one, not really the biggest fan of the St Kilda logo, neither is the Clash one. This one's pretty cool. I remember getting a Guernsey of the white cross, but honestly the new one might be my favourite away jumper that we've had. Might be my favourite, and I'm wondering if we're gonna change our away jumper and get a new one, because we usually change them every 3 or 4 years, which is pretty cool. So for Sydney, as you can see, South Melbourne had a different jumper, and they just had a bunch of random crap up until 1932 when they went with the V, which looks very stylish, very nice. Then they went back to the Sydney Swans. They moved to Sydney Swans, and as you can see, it's got the Opera House on it, and it hasn't really changed much since. However, the away jumpers probably are a little bit different. No, they're basically all the same. But yes, Sydney don't actually use their away jumpers very regularly, I've noticed, and that's why they don't have many variants. So our last team that I'm going to be going over is the West Coast Eagles. So let's have a look at their history of the home jumpers. We've got the classic Eagle, which I find pretty cool, pretty classic. They had this Eagle for a while, which it looked alright, wasn't the best though. They had the normal Eagle, or this Eagle, so they've actually changed the home jumper quite a lot. But I reckon the one they have now is probably my favourite, because with the royal blue, definitely looks cool. With their away jumpers, the Eagles, got no idea what the one in 2002 was trying to look like. It looked like just not a very good mix with gradient colours. This one wasn't bad, 1995. That one looked kind of cool, but I might go with these two, the gold. Definitely like it. So yeah, I do like the West Coast jumpers, the current West Coast jumpers that they use both home and away. So yeah, basically that's all I'm going to go over in this video. It might be a long one, so hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, let me know in the comments below which, if you remember any of these jumpers, which are your least favourite jumpers that have ever gone from all teams, and what are your favourites. I was going to go over the Indigenous jumpers, but that would have taken even longer, and I didn't want this video to go for that long, because I know you guys are not going to sit here for 20 minutes if I do that. If you guys did enjoy the video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you're new for more AFL content. There's going to be a lot coming up over the off season, so don't have to worry about that. And yeah, I'll see you guys very soon, and I'll also be giving out a few shout outs.